6. This is paper 1, March 2026. Question 1. 0.4 times 3. We multiply normally. We say 4 times 3 is 12. Then put the decimal point. Here we have 0 point. Then I have only one number beside the decimal point. So also in the final answer, one number only. So the answer will be 1.2. 32.756 times 100. We have two zeros. We need to move the decimal point to the right. 2 steps. 1, 2. So this would be 3275.6. 291.2 divided 10. When we divide by a 10, a 0, we have only one 0. So the decimal point will move to the left only one step. So the answer will be 29.12. Okay. Question 3. Oliver counts from 1.4 in steps of 0.8, and we need to know the next number. So 2.2 plus 0.8. 2 plus 8, 10, carry up 1, 1 plus 2, 3, and the decimal point the same, move down the same, in the same place. So the final answer would be 3.0 or just 3. What about 15 times 2 over 5? Remember when we multiply fractions, we multiply 15 times 2 and leave down as it is. Never to multiply 15 times 5. We never to multiply the whole number by the denominator. So 15 times 2, it will be 30. 30 over 5, final answer will be 6. Question 5. Here we need to draw this circle. Steps of drawing any circle. It's said here, the radius is 4. So I'll come to the right here in an empty blank space. Use the ruler. Make a small line with 4 centimeter with the ruler. 4 centimeter. Open your compass on this length and start to draw from the center here, from this center. Remember, you have to open every time the compass on the 4 centimeter and make sure that you are drawing correctly. Question 5. We have 108 pages in a book. He reads 4 pages each day. Then he will finish the book after how many days? This is long division. We are not doing something and repeating. This is we are dividing. We're dividing number of pages, the total number of pages over the days. 108 over 4, it will be from table 4, 10 divided 4 is 2. 2 times 4, 8. Subtract 2, drop the 8 to be 28. 28 divided 4, 7. Final answer, 27 days. Here is the coordinates. We need to plot 2 over 10 and 5 over 10. First, start from the x-axis, as this one is the x and this one is the y. 2 over 10, and then go up till 5 over 10. Here we go. This is the correct place. Plot the point. It didn't say to name the point, so just plot it. You can make it a circle, you can make an x. It's up to you, no problem. Calculate 5 over 4 of 20. 5 over 4 of 20. We can do it as normally multiplying fractions, or do it the other way I'll tell you now. 20 times 5, like we just solved multiplying fractions over 4, it will be 100 over 4, which is 25. Okay, if there is another way to solve it, yes, there is another way to solve it. We can divide, then multiply. 20 divided 4, 5. 5 times 5 equals to 25. So both answers, 25. It's up to you to take which steps. Most important to take care of the multiplication and never to multiply the denominator. Again, never to multiply the denominator. We only divide by the denominator. We need to draw this reflection of this shape. We have here this point here. To draw the reflection, plot the point here and then another, counting 1, 2, then count again 1, 2, other point here, 1 till mirror line, then another point, it will be here. Now use the ruler, connect the lines. For sure use a ruler when you draw this reflection. 7.2 divided by what? We need to get one digit in the box to make the smallest answer. So one digit, meaning 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the numbers that with one digit we need to get the smallest answer. Anytime in the division, if I want to get the smallest answer, I have to divide by the largest number. This is the rule. If you want to get here a small number, you have to divide by the largest. Which one is the largest? It's 9, so I will divide by 9. 7.2 divided by 9, the answer will be 0.8. This is the smallest number. If I divided 7.2 divided 1, it will be 7.2. And so on. If you tried all the numbers, you will find that dividing by 9 will get you the smallest answer. So again, because this question can come in different ways. Anytime you want to get a small number or the smallest answers from division, you have to divide by the largest number. Okay. Multiple of 3, divisible by 6. Okay. What is the divisibility rules for 6? Divisibility rules for 6, you must be in table 3. And it must be an even number. So this row here is staying not multiple of 3. Not multiple of 3, so I will exclude it all. And what about here multiples of 3? Okay, it must be even. This one is not even. This is even. This is even. So I only have 2 numbers. It says draw a ring. So yes, let's draw a ring around it. Around this and this. That's it. Okay. We have the frequency table here. We have the pie chart. We need to put poetry 4, fancy 10, travel 12, and crime 14. So the smallest number was poetry, which is 4. So here I'll put 4. This is the smallest. I counted here the parts 1, 2, 3, 4. They are also 4. Now let's count the upper part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 10. Which number was 10? Fancy. So this is poetry. This is fancy. Crime, I think. And this is travel. Yes. Travel is 12 and 14. So here again. Poetry. Fancy. Travel and then crime. Travel will be, let's count also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Which one is 14? Crime. So this is crime, travel, poetry, fancy. Okay. I have here these ingredients for making one loaf. Calculate the total mass of the ingredients. Because we are in paper 1, it insists that you do the addition of large numbers. They are insisting that you do it. They want to make sure that students can do this alone without the calculator. Okay, 9 plus 5, 14, 14 plus 7. This will be 21. 2 plus 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9, and then 5 plus 3, 8, 891. Okay. Write the mass of salt Jamila needs to make 6 loaves. These ingredients were for one loaf. Making of salt, we need 9 grams of salt. What if I need to make 6 loaves? It's written here 6, and we need to know the salt. The rule is just multiplying by the number 1 times 9 and 6 times 9, 54. I will increase the amount of salt used from 9 till 54, because I'm increasing from 1 to 6, and here also we are multiplying by 6. 6 times 9, 54. According to order of operation, we have to write first brackets, multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. Brackets first, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So first, 2 plus 1, 2, times 3 equals 6. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. 20 minus 9, it will be 11. Final answer, 11. We have here numbers. Chain runs 1000 times. Here is the numbers you got in the screen, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the frequency 12, 497, 88, 403. So the probability that my program an odd number is the same as probability of even number, this is for sure not correct. Where are the odd numbers? Here, number 1, number 3. How many times he got 1? 12. How many times he got 3? 88. Adding of this will be 100. Okay. What about the even numbers? We have for the even numbers 2 and 4. 2 and 4. 497 plus 403. If I added them, the answer would be 0 carry up 1, 0 carry up 1 to be 900. So the probability of the even is 800 more than the probability of the odd. So for sure this is not correct. You can write here probability of even is 800 more than odd. Or I can say also that the odd is only 100. Odd numbers only 100. So for sure they are not the same. Write the coordinates of a point that is more than twice the distance away from the x-axis. Here is the x-axis. Here is the y-axis. If I want to go away from the x-axis, this means I will move in the y or move in the x. I will move away from the x. So I will change the y or change the x. I will change the y. What is the y here? 4 and 6. 4 is the x, 6 is the y. I will change y twice away. More than twice. More than twice, so the twice of 6 is 12. If something more than, it would be, for example, 4 and 13. It could be in the negative, also could be in the negative away from 6. So take care. If it said the change in x, you have to change it in y or in the x-axis. So this means you need to change in y. If it said away from the y-axis, this means that you need to change in the value of the x. Calculations to make 504. Let's try the first one. 10 times 5, 50. 500 plus 4, so this is correct. 5 times 100, it will be 500 plus 4, 504, this is correct. 4 times 100, 400 plus 50, so not correct. 4 times 20, 20 plus 100, not correct. 54 times 100, 50, 540, no. And let's try the last one. 2 times 50, this will be 100 times 5, 500 plus 4, so this is correct. Okay. Aiko says that 2 different prime numbers will give you never a prime number. Let's remember together what are prime numbers. Prime numbers, they are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Prime numbers only have 2 factors themselves and 1. So she said I will never get a prime number. My answer will never be a prime number. How come? If we added 2 plus 3, it's 5, and 5 prime number. If I added 2 plus 5, it will be 7, and this is a prime number. But if I add, for example, 3 plus 7, this will be 10, and 10 is not a prime number. So when we add prime numbers, either sometimes we get even, sometimes we get a prime number, and sometimes we don't get a prime number. It depends on the numbers themselves. So it's not a rule. It's not always I will never be a prime number. No, this is not never. Sometimes you'll have a prime answer, sometimes you'll have a composite answer. We have here 5 yellow balls, 1 pink, 4 white. Not white. 5 and 1, not white. This will be 6 over 10, the total. 6 over 10, 6 out of 10. Let's use this to find the positive answer and to be the smallest positive answer. So let us think. I can, for example, add, then subtract. 1 plus 6, 7, 7 minus 4, 3. Let's try this way. Let's try if I multiplied. 1 times 6 minus 4, 1 times 6, 6, 6 minus 4, 2. So when I use multiplication first, I get the smallest answer. So here we need to multiply, then subtract. You have to try it, either addition or subtraction. If it started by subtraction, 1 minus 6, it will be negative 5, so it will not be a positive. It must be a positive answer. Calculate the area. We are having large numbers. Still in paper 1, they still want you to make the calculation, make sure that you can multiply correctly with very large numbers like this. Where is it? 600, 6,400, 6,247 times 16. 6 times 7, 42. 6 times 4, 24. 24 plus 4, 28. 6 times 2, 12, 12 plus 2, 14. 6 times 6, 36, plus 1, 37. The second step, add the magic 0. And this is multiplying by 1, so it will be easy. 7, 4, 2, 6. Final answer 2, 15. 5 plus 4, 9, 9, 9. So this is the final answer. 99,952. Okay. We need to get which scalene which has at least one line of symmetry, which has an obtuse angle. This one is isosceles, it has only one line of symmetry. This one equilateral has 3 lines of symmetry. This has 0, this has 0. So what about obtuse angle? This one has no obtuse angle, so it will be outside. Obtuse angle is D. Obtuse and one line of symmetry A, because this angle here is obtuse, and only one line of symmetry, at least one line of symmetry B, because it has more than one line. It has 3. Equilateral triangles have 3 lines of symmetry. Isosceles triangle has only 1, and scalene has 0 lines of symmetry. 3 over 5 and 3 over, this is crazy fraction. Since we have the same numerator, any number here less than 5 will be greater than as a fraction. So if I choose 4, it will be greater. 3 over 1 will be greater. 3 over 2 will be greater. 3 over 3 will be greater. Because this is crazy fraction, same numerator. So whatever the number down in the denominator depends on it. In the simplest form, we divide here up and down by 6. 6 divided 6, 1, 30 by 6, 5. Fractions, 8, keep it as it is. 4 divided by 4 up and down, it will be 1 over 4. Let's subtract. In subtracting decimals, step 1, put the decimal point, put it very large. So you put the number under it. 702.1 minus 3508. Here I need to add an extra 0 up and a 0 here. 0 minus 8 cannot be, you have to borrow. This will be 0 and this will be 10. 10 minus 8, 2, 0. 2 minus 5 cannot be, this will be 12. This will be 9, this will be 8. 12 minus 5, 7. 9 minus 3, 6. And the final answer, this will be 6. Take away 7, this will be 6, not 8. Yes, this will be 667.02. 667.02. When we divide 877 by 7 to get the smallest answer greater than 877 divisible by 7, we need to check which numbers here are greater than 877 and at the same time divisible by 7. So we will check, for example, 878, 879, 880, 881, 882. So which one here would be the greatest? Greater than this and will be the smallest number. If we divide 878 divided by 7, the answer, I will tell you now, dividing 7, here we have 1, remainder 1, 17 divided 7, the closest thing 2 times 7, 14, and the final answer 38 is not in table 7, so this is not correct. But what about 879? By the same way, if I have remainder 3, I don't need to do all the steps again because 87 the same. 39 is not in table 7, so it's not correct. Let's try 88. 88 dividing 7. 1 times 7, 7. 18 divided 7 also will be 2, and the remainder is 4. So 40 is not in table 7, so not correct. What about 41? Is not. 42, yes, it's there. So I'm checking the remainder 42 dividing 7, so this will be our answer here, 882. So I'm just checking the number I wrote some numbers, and I'm not doing the long division to waste my time. I'm just trying to do a tricky way. Just check the first 2 digits and then complete checking the rest. We need to count this translation from A to B. How many squares right, how many squares down? Some people were confused here. They said we used to translate shapes, polygons, triangles, squares, rectangles. How can I translate a circle? In the circle we have a center, and when I talk about center A, circle A, this is the center and this is the center. I need to go from this center to this center. So let's go. How many steps down? 1, 2, 2 down, to the right, 2 down, and then going right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 right. So it will be 4 right, 2 down. How to get the area of the triangle? I have here 3 measures. Someone would say, okay, I will just multiply the 3 numbers I have. This is wrong for sure. The rule is half base height. And where is the base? Here is the base. Where is that? This is that. I don't care for this. The 10 is not calculated with me. I will make half times 8 times 6. 48 divided 2, it will be 24. This is the final answer. Take one on other data to make sure that the scatter graph he wants to complete the ages of the children with one other data type using a scatter graph. Ages of children. If I want to know age of children, so I don't have to care about the name of the last book or the name of the child, the favorite color, the height of each child. Yes, this will collect ages of all children. This will compare because age is related to the height, especially in the small ages. They are growing by the same amount, by different amounts, according to their ages or different way. So here, the height of each child is very important. Here also we need to compare between the age and something else, so we can compare the age and the height together, not correlate to the age and the name of the last book or the name of each child or the favorite color. It doesn't have relation with the age. I want to have an answer denominator of 14. So 128 times half, 114 times 1 over 1, half times 1 over 7, 1 over 7 times 1 over 7, 140, 1 over 140 times 1 over 10. Which answer here will get me denominator with 14? 2 times 28, no. 14 times 1, yes. 2 times 7, yes, it will be 14. Here, 7 times 7, 49, and this also not correct. We have here, subtracting fractions, we need to have common denominator. So, I will multiply up and down by what? Here, I will multiply by 10 up and down. Here, I will multiply by 8 up and down. 9 times 8, 72 over 80 minus 70 over 80. So final answer will be 2 over 80. I can simplify, divide by 2, it will be 1 over 40. Here you have to write it as a fraction. We'll write here the final answer, 2 over 80 or 1 over 40. So we use blue paint. Every time we have a ratio question, please go write the letters blue, yellow. She wants to make green paint. She uses blue paint and yellow paint in the ratio 2. She started with the blue, so the first number is 2. Then yellow, 3. Safiya used 30 milliliter of blue. So instead of the 2, it becomes 30. So what's the number I multiply? I multiply 2 by what to be 30? By 15. So I multiply 3 by 15. The answer would be 45. Let's see which amount equals to this. The first amount I have here 7.86. I can write 37.86. This doesn't have a tenth, so this is not correct. I don't have 0 in the hundredths, so this is not correct. Here I can solve this. 37.86. Yes, this can work. What about this one? I have an extra 0 in the middle, so no, this is not correct. I know that in year 6 we didn't take that the exterior angle is equal to the two angles inside. But this is one way of solving it, or there's another way. So I will tell you first about this rule, that if I have an angle outside, it all the time equals the two angles inside. So 160 minus 40 equals 120. This is the first way. What about the second way? The second way here is to solve it normally. I have, here is the straight line, this is supplementary angle, 180 minus 160 equals 20. Then if this 20 and this 40, 20 plus 40 is 60, 180 minus 60 equals 120. So use the way you like, either to use the rule of the exterior angle of the triangle, or this way of the supplementary angles and calculating the sum of angles of the triangle. So the final answer will be 120. Here is the coordinates AB. We need to complete for C. And we need to have a right angle. At C, ABC is a right angle triangle. Complete the coordinates for point C. Okay, and it said that x-axis is 2, so here is the 2. I need to complete it, so I can draw a line here beside the B, connect this, and then draw the other line. Here I have a right angle. Yes, this is a right angle here, and 2 will be with negative 2. 2 and negative 2 will be the coordinate for point C. Can it be in other place? No, because I will not have a right angle. I need to have a right angle triangle with C will be here. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.